Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Yeah, I think the worst team in the league right now is the Giants.
Ready. Watch the center. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Check out. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Let's go.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And the Giants send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken from just outside the 30. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Hart under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Hart. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hart. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, Where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
I will not tell.
Check. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
Running right, here's Falk. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, LA! A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Finds his tight end, Ingram. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to it quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw...
And they say it's caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a... Now Barkley stripped of the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now this throw caught left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down.
I was ready for the next nigga already. It's like just burn him to the outside because I know he's slow.
It's our visitors with the football. 21-0 our score after 1.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right.
All you do is throw that bitch away, bro.
And he's brought down.
That's it.
Comes up in
All you had to do is throw that bitch away.
Right now, this unit, their competition.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete.
I did, and I didn't think he was going to throw it that far. He never throw it that far.
They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And
it's
the
usually
Rams
a lot
get
shorter.
the football in outstanding field position.
Set. 60 or.
Drop deep, drop deep.
On first down, Hart. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
A first down carry for Barkley. And the running lane's
They
non-existent
do
in
a
this
second
first
heat.
half as they'll stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Let's go. 8, read.
Second and 15. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
56. Months 56.
They're going to look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That was an awful throw.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
18 Gator. Hey, check. Tight end right.
Now this time he'll look to throw. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Looking to throw. Hart. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings.
Can't believe you just let him break your tackle like that.
With this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. It's complete. He finds Falk.
I don't understand how you got
It'll
Falk
be a gain of 6,
changed
and
direction.
that'll make it a second down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's at the 50. He's at the 40.
Where all my energy go?
He gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created
I did that
to help
smart
him
as
get all
fuck.
the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
He gets slap
man,
happy
supposed
up
to
here
hit up.
sometimes. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards
turn
on the
all the way
completion,
up.
and it sets up a third down. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Now Saquon Barkley, and he went backwards.
This is just
He'll
awful.
be down at the 30. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Hey, we got 4 down. Let's go, Mike 50. Check pass. Get it.
Back to throw here.
Come
And
on,
that
huh?
is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Rams are going to take
How you even get
possession
beat
of
to the
turnover
inside
on
anyway?
downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Damn, huh?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. 20, 10, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
You right.
DeAndre Hopkins.
But he owed for not getting that last pass.
As they are now on the board here in the first half. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
He'll run it. And the ball is knocked out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the
Nah,
same
like
point.
I got
Exactly. Hindsight's
X
really
Factor
never wrong,
linebacker.
is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball.
Oh my
getting what
gosh,
can,
you
and
went and
that's
blocked
it.
the
Don't
wrong
worry about it
person.
anymore.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Orbit. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Not today, you are. Not today. 56 Mike.
They'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And
Man.
snags it for the pick.
Maybe.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25
got the perfect blockers
24-yard line.
I will say that.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half,
switching so much.
I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Flush to his right. Been picked too. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, exit. Get it.
To throw on 3rd down. Hart. He's going to let this one go deep. This is
oh my God.
15. And he's going to take
they did not just do that to
for a Rams touchdown.
And I read it all the way.
Gary Jennings with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
I don't even understand why my safety came up, though.
28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Like I really don't.
And that'll carry over the back line.
That nigga came all the way up.
Touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike's 50. Ricky. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Going deep for Hopkins.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Intercepted the 3rd time. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
by the time we have to leave the booth. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to the ground.
Fast.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Carter.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
60 out long.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hard.
Oh my gosh, y'all are playing so ass.
And he gets it down to the 32. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Right there, 56. You don't want none of that. Pick up the ball.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And his guys are going to get the football at the 20.
The other nigga didn't even get off the line. That's what fucked me up.
Stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics.
Like all you had to do was get off the line.
I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Whatever the reason is, you better figure it out. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for LA.
You deserve it if you do.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Gonna give this time to the tailback.
I don't know what kind of Omega blocking you got, but I wish I had that shit.
A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And
I'm putting a line full of X Factors in that
bitch. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going your play. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
On the double. 56. Go. 56. Mike. Hey, lock it. 56. Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
Come on, man.
Able to connect.
That's the same catch he got.
Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I wasn't worried about
There's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
Good tackle.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Show it in. Show it in. Check 9. Check 9.
Hey, Charlie. Hit it.
Back to throw. Hard. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I ain't even see that nigga come off the line.
Zimenez in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And an alley to run. Finding room at the 30. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. The crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. On 4th down, Hardy. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hard. This is Jennings. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 52. Mike 52.
No.
To throw on 2nd down. Hart. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
After that run for a 1st down, I don't know the confidence can be much higher for an offense. They're doing exactly what they want to do on this drive.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
Check safety. Check safety. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Look. Squeeze.
Everybody does it.
They'll run on 3rd down with Falk. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
That nigga fast.
Taking it in from a yard out as his guys can.
And it's bad, too, because I'm hitting the right spots.
So another score
if he was any slower.
You talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Keep ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base,
all right, Evan,
get out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Fuck.
Looking to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 47.
As you should.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely.
Nah, I ain't never been held to less
7
rushing
picks
yards.
between last week and this week
Them
after
niggas
that
blowing
one.
that
And
shit
they
up.
always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Come on, Tony Douglas. You got to rock
It's
that, man.
complete. And he goes down, but not
That's all I
before
wanted you to
getting
do.
inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 24. Now left side on the swing pass. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pretty good
So many
yardage.
things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
2nd and 6. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
I thought he'd be a little
Tucker now
closer.
to add the point after.
Just trying to bait you over there.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
My fucking
The Giants offense at the
return
line,
team
ready
block
to
better
begin
than
their next
anybody.
drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back.
Why is it showing?
They face a
That nigga
3rd
hits.
down now as they try to find a late score. This is Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass
Man, what the
first.
fuck?
Barkley on 1st down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Check 43. Check
Fair.
Hey, turn it out. Check 3.
Ready.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
30 base. Look at me.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And boy,
Damn, I
he
tried
is
to
very
bait in and
close
hit
to
out.
a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40
I don't care
seconds
about
to
that.
go in the game.
I just
The
wasn't
offense
letting
here
you
not
beat me with
budging.
that
They're
kind of
going to
yardage.
fight for it on 4th and inches.
Just wasn't.
Mike's 56. Mike's 50.
Now. Hey. High 7.
56 to Mike.
Shoot.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation
go.
throw deep downfield.
Bitch
And
ass
will
nigga.
not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Oh, able to avoid him.
Good
And
hit.
he'll be taken down.
I don't even understand why I fell.
Past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down LA. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry
You
there,
gonna
and it'll be
rip 'em.
2nd down.
Don't play
The
games
Rams
with
going
you.
to go
They
ahead
even
and
know.
use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end.
X3.
Now a handoff working right.
Right there.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
60 outlaw, recon, 132 fighter.
Now a give left side to Falk.
Man.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
They gave you that shit real bad.
End zone, it's another touchdown.
Like, they made me turn all the way around for no reason. Like, I just don't get it.
Right now, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build.